Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Sorcerer Dave, formerly known as Jingles, and it just so happens that today is the 2-year anniversary of this channel beginning. Really? Technically speaking, that's probably not true. I created this account on December the 4th, and I uploaded a test video on December the 5th, but the date of uploading for the first actual, Let's Play was actually December the 6th. That's when the first episode of More Oblivion went live, and to celebrate this occasion, I have convinced somebody, apparently, at the Royal Air Force, who was stupid enough to put me in the cockpit of a Spitfire. And why do I say stupid enough to put me in the cockpit of a Spitfire? Oh, look at some little Jeeps. What the hell kind of Jeeps are those? They're like squashed Humvees with tractor wheels. What the hell? I don't even... Anyway, the reason I say stupid enough to put me in the cockpit of a Spitfire is because, well, some time ago I uploaded a War Thunder video of a historical battle, which I hadn't done before, and some people in the comments decided that they basically asked that I should do a video of me doing a full real battle. Now, at the time I was like, oh yeah, very funny. You can see, I can make a video of you watching me how to try to learn how to switch the engine on. And hilariously enough, here we are. Ask and ye shall receive, viewers. Now, actually, switching the engine on is pretty simple. For those that don't realize, full real battles mode in this game is the full-on simulator mode, if you like. There's no, fancy automated flight model nonsense. It's not really arcadey or Hollywoodish. It's the real deal. Well, close to it anyway. It's not as advanced as I was actually expecting it to be. I thought I was going to have to mess around with these magneto switches down here to get my engine started and all that kind of stuff like that. But no, thankfully, you just have to press a button. And so, anyway, here we are, the 2-year anniversary. And I thought we'd go for a little victory flight in the Spitfire. This particular Spitfire is the Spitfire Mark 16, the final version of the Spitfire as far as I'm aware. This one came out very, very close to the end of the Second World War, served for a bit of time after the war. As you can see, it's got the bubble canopy instead of the regular old one you got in the old ones, and it has the clipped wings, which supposedly were supposed to improve low altitude flight. The main difference seems to be that this aircraft can roll properly, unlike some of the other Spitfires. But here we are. It looks rather pretty. I've got my nice custom skin on it. Well, not really a custom skin, but it's one of the skins you could get for it, which I decided to actually go out and buy with some gold currency, because quite frankly the later Spitfire skins in this game, the default ones that the game gives you when you unlock the plane, are bloody hideous for some reason, and I'm not even sure half of them are historically accurate. So this one, though, I know is, because I've seen a Spitfire Mark 16 in real life. I saw one at the Imperial War Museum in London, and it looked a lot like this. So here we are, viewers. Now, I don't have a joystick at the minute, and you really need a joystick to fly in simulator mode in this game. However, the game does provide you with a what it calls a mouse joystick mode. You see this like circle here with the dot in the middle? I'm moving my mouse around and it's supposed to emulate a joystick. Now you can't see it because I can't move my view, and well, I can use my keyboard keys to move it around, but yeah, that's what's happening when I'm moving my mouse from side to side here. These are moving from side to side. In fact, if I move it all the way over there, yep, see, it's stuck up there because I moved over to the side, and that one's stuck down that way, so on and so forth. So yeah, there is a mouse joystick mode. However, it's absolutely horrendous, and I'm absolutely rubbish with it, unlike a proper joystick. So this is going to be pretty funny. The last time I tried this, I didn't make it off the runway. I splatted straight into it and couldn't even take off. So here we go, people. Here we go. It's happening. It's happening. Engine on. Oh, listen to that noise. Oh, I'm gonna have to pay so much in expenses of. Oh, I want some over with it, done with this thing. Oh God, no, 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 no. What the hell happened there? My throttle was open. Throttle shouldn't have been open. Should have been on 0. Good grief. Whew, that was a close one. We were. I was about to say I'm gonna have to pay so many repairs on this thing, and what did I almost do? Destroy the aeroplane. Anyway, okay, so we've already failed. Anyway, listen to that engine. It's so good. It's so good. I'm gonna start throttling up very slowly now, because this is how I learned to do it when I played IL-2 Sturmovik back in the day. Throttle up slowly. Okay, here we go, people. We're moving. We're moving down the runway. I need to use my rudder here to correct our trajectory so that we don't veer off to one side, because that's what happens because science and physics, something to do with the way the propeller rotates. It makes you go off to the left or whatever. So you have to use your rudder to correct. Anyway, let's speed up. And yeah, listen. Oh my God, listen to that engine. Most of the planes in War Thunder actually, oh God, actually have sort of placeholder engine sounds, just generic aeroplane engine sounds. But the Spitfires in War Thunder actually have genuine Merlin engine sounds modeled into the game, and that's what you're hearing right now. Let's get those gear up. Get those flaps raised if they weren't already. They probably weren't already. And we're in the air, people. We're in the air. Holy shit. I actually managed it this time. Lots of practice, I assure you, was involved in this takeoff. We're flying the aeroplane in full real mode. I cannot go to an external camera now, even if I wanted to. Because it's disabled in full real mode, as you can imagine. Because it's not realistic. So let's go off banking to the left. I'm turning an aeroplane, guys. I'm turning an aeroplane. This is awesome. Now we've got a bit of target practice lined up for us, because somewhere over there is a truck in a field, and that's there for us to shoot at, provided I can find it. Because in full real mode you don't get any little handy little red tags over enemy vehicles and planes. You have to find the bloody things first. So where are you? Is that it there? This little black thing in the middle of this field, I think this is what we're after. Now, I remember in IL-2 Sturmovik aiming at ground targets with the joystick being rather difficult, and I think it's pretty difficult here too. Oh God, here we go. Ah, never mind. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, we did. Don't know how many rounds we unloaded on that poor truck then, but we didn't hit with a single one of them. Oh dear. I'll just fly around for a bit, shall I? Stop being a complete jerk. Right, yeah. 2 years. Holy crap, I can't believe it. 2 years. Feels like a lot longer, honestly. It's weird. The first year went by, and I still felt like a complete newbie at this, but now by the time year 2 has been done with this channel, I feel like I'm an old man, wizened to the ways of the internet and YouTube. I feel like I've learned a heck of a lot. I have learned a heck of a lot about all sorts of things. About people. About, you know, videos. About making videos. About, you know, the technical side of things, as well as, you know, from a stylistic point of view as well. I've learned a lot about video games, I suppose, as well. Things like frame rates. All sorts of shit I never knew before I started making this channel, and met some pretty cool people along the way as well. Now I think about it, loads of really cool people. Weirdly enough, people whose videos I used to watch and used to be a fan of long before I started doing this, and then, you know, hey presto, you start making videos of your own, and suddenly you're on that level. It is funny, people, you know, you like people who make YouTube videos, they stop, when you start making your own, they kind of stop being these strange mythical beings that create these amazing videos for you to watch, and they start becoming just ordinary people like you that suffer from the same problems and irritations as you. You know. Variax obviously being probably one of the main examples when I talk about this sort of thing. Charming fellow, even if he is from the north. Helpful bloke, helpful bloke. Left a very nice comment or two on my videos, actually, in my More Oblivion ones when I was just getting started. Big ass morale boost was that. Gotta tell ya. I know he obviously makes his own amazing videos as well. Don't know how he manages it. He makes so many videos every single week, and he always keeps them timetabled and to a schedule, and that's something I've never really been able to do. Although, I mean, I'm sure most of you have seen my little mailbox ranty video, where I was ranting about some of the problems I've been having with the Skyrim Let's Play recently, and he actually did leave a pretty good comment on there. And I think I'm going to follow his advice. So this is a little bit of a heads up as well. From now on, I think what I am going to do is Skyrim videos. Okay, so all you Skyrim fans out here, you listen up. Skyrim videos are going to be uploaded on Sundays from now on. As a general rule, Sunday is when Skyrim happens. Any other day of the week, do not expect Skyrim because it isn't coming. Just Sundays. Now, that will be, then that won't necessarily be one video every week on Sunday. That could be anywhere between 1 and 3 videos. But the point is, I'm going to drop them all on you on Sundays. That's the thing. Sunday is Skyrim Day, so you know, get that in your heads. Any other day of the week, there will be no Skyrim, and so don't ask me for it. And if I can't put a Skyrim video up on a Sunday for whatever reason, then I will upload a video and I will tell you why I have not put a Skyrim update for that Sunday. Seems fair enough, right? Well, this is all pretty much a Variax's idea. I'm pretty much quoting him word for word almost here, but you know, it's a cracking idea, and I don't know why I didn't think of something like that beforehand, because you know, that way everyone's happy. You guys know when you're getting what you want, and I know when to upload what it is you want, and I also hopefully don't have to deal with all the nonsense as a result of that. I can fly past these ships down here. It's an aircraft carrier. It might be, you know. I have no idea when it comes to identifying ships, but that looks like maybe an Ark Royal class. I don't know. British aircraft carriers tend to be kind of dinky. They're not like the big American ones or Japanese ones. Hello! So yeah, that's a thing from now on. Every other video though, every other video series, whether it's War Thunder, Fallout, Baldur's Gate, whatever, that's probably still going to be uploaded just whenever. I don't get nearly as many requests for those things, so I don't think people are bothered if I upload them just whenever. As soon as it starts becoming a problem with those ones as well, then yep, I'll probably fix a day for it, but you know, till then, expect Fallout just whenever. I'm probably enjoying Fallout a bit more than Skyrim, believe it or not, right now, so I may be doing some more of that pretty soon. I'll probably spam you with some videos of that. I'll upload the rest of the Baldur's Gate. It'll be nice to get back on that, actually, once I've run out of videos to upload. And I'll have more War Thunder coming soon as well. I've started streaming a lot of War Thunder recently on the old Twitch channel. Last week or so, done quite a few streams. They've all been War Thunder. We did a little bit of New Vegas as well, but it's mostly been War Thunder. Had some people on there guest commentating with me. My good pal Anaka3263 for the first one, and Aresius, who you've already seen in some of my videos, in my War Thunder ones anyway, as well. So it's always good fun. Turn up, do whatever you want, just have the stream on in the background and then chat away in the chat about who knows what, you know, it's up to you. Just there to entertain and chill out, and that's what we do. But I'm still going to be doing the regular old War Thunder videos as well. I did mean to do a video about the new patch coming out for War Thunder, actually, but unfortunately I couldn't get on the dev server in time, so I wasn't able to actually look at the new patch while it was being made. They may open it up again, or they may just go ahead and release the patch. Either way, I'll make a video explaining some of the features, because they're pretty confusing, honestly. I feel like I'd be amiss if I didn't update people on how some of it worked. That is to say, anyway. And yeah, I'll just be doing some more videos of that. bit more regularly as well, I reckon. I'm going to start doing a bit like I did at the beginning of that series. I'm still going to start playing my games live and recording them live, as opposed to recording with post-commentary, because post-commentary, now, it's great in the sense that what you can actually do with it is you can make yourself sound a lot smarter than you actually are, because you're recording it all after the fact, and you have the benefit of hindsight when you're making your commentary. But it's actually, it's bloody time consuming to actually put together, because you have to record the commentary afterwards in Audacity, then you need to put in DxTory, then you need to sync it all up with the gameplay, and it's much easier actually just to jump into a game and go ahead and, you know, commentate on it as you go. Now, the main reason I was doing post-commentary is because I was doing lots of arcade. And in arcade, you'll use, well, for me anyway, there's people out there who are really good at it, but for me, usually I get about 5 to 6 crappy games, and then a good one, and then what I have to do is I record all of them, and then delete the crap ones afterwards, so that I can at least have it around to commentate on afterwards, because the current replay system in War Thunder is a bit naff. But if I'm recording things live, then that's not a problem. However, I'm gonna probably not be doing so many arcade videos from now on, actually. I don't play arcade in War Thunder very often anymore. I play almost exclusively these days historical battles, as you've no doubt have noticed from coming into my streams recently. It's pretty much all I do, really, these days, because honestly I find it more fun. Arcade, I just find it involves not a great deal of skill. You know, not to look down on anyone who does play arcade, but I'm not a big fan of it these days. It's just, especially when you get to the higher tiers, when you're flying planes like this beauty here, things start to get really kind of annoying. Historical battles are more my pace, you know, much slower paced. You're using your brain much more than your quick reflexes, and that sort of thing. It's more my speed, really. In fact, to be honest, recently even the historical battles haven't felt like they were quite enough. I mean, they're pretty damn good, but I mean, I used to play IL-2 Sturmovik back in the day, which was a pretty hardcore World War II flight sim, and I had a joystick and everything. I've still got the joystick at home, just not here with me. And I'm beginning to get that joystick itch again. I'm beginning to feel like I'm not really flying the aeroplane unless I've got a joystick and a throttle in my hands, you know? It's the problem I have with this at the minute. I mean, because historical battles are great and all, but when you're flying with mouse and keyboard, you're not really flying the plane. The instructor, which is like the artificial intelligence thing that controls your plane in War Thunder, based on the inputs you give it via the mouse and keyboard. The instructor, he's the one flying the plane, not you. When you put a joystick in your hands and you've got control type full, like it says there at the top left, that's when you're really flying the plane, and that's what you can see what it really does, how it really controls. I mean, you would not believe, if you just do a test flight in full real battle mode with, say, a Zero or a Spitfire, especially the Zeros, you would not believe how quickly those things turn compared to the way they do in arcade with a mouse and keyboard, or historical with a mouse and keyboard. It's absolutely nuts. Because it's flying the way it would in real life, more or less. Because you're flying it with a joystick, and you're not flying it with the instructor messing things up all the time. You read all these Wikipedia articles about things like Focke-Wulfs being really quite agile, and P-40s being the most agile fighters in the Second World War, and you play War Thunder, and you think, why? That doesn't make any sense. It's not very agile in War Thunder. That's because you're playing it in historical or arcade and you're using the instructor. You're not using a joystick. It's a completely different thing, you know? So for those of you who have been asking for full real battle videos, you might see some in the future. I mean, I've got a long way to go and much to learn. If I do a series of full real battle videos, it's very much going to be a case of, I am a noob. Watch me attempt to learn how to full real battle, as opposed to a guide to full real battling, you know. I'm sure there are channels out there who can provide that sort of thing for you, but it ain't going to be me. Because I might have used to play IL-2 Sturmovik in the simulator mode, but I was never very good at it. Let me tell you that right now. Anyway, I've rambled on about War Thunder a bit much, probably, here, but anyway. We're here because it's, you know, It's an anniversary, it's a special event, and to be honest with you, in Britain, I don't know what it is, but in Britain, rarely does a special national event go by with at least one flyover from a Spitfire or a Hurricane or a Lancaster or something, so this seems almost vaguely appropriate as far as I'm concerned. So yeah. I'm just boggled. It boggles my mind, really. I mean, we've got almost 14,000, I think, now, subscribers on this channel. Now, obviously, not all of those are regular viewers. In fact, most of them probably aren't, but it's still such a huge, ridiculous number, isn't it? And in 2 years, I mean, especially in the second half of this year, that's when it really exploded. You know, that's when it really went berserk, and I got loads and loads of views. And it's still crazy to me. It's still a little bit unreal. The fact that I even earn money off this as well, that just the fact that it's basically my job. You know, it is my job. I earn money from this, and the YouTube right now is the only reason I'm basically alive and able to feed myself without having to go out and get a job in a bar or something, which I've never fancied the idea of, frankly. Even though a lot of my friends do it. You know, it's been a weird couple of years, hasn't it? I suppose. Very strange indeed. But whatever. Here we are. And I'm perfectly happy, honestly. I mean, it's like a dream job, honestly. At the end of the day, I complain and I whine about it so much. I really do, but, you know. I honestly don't think I'd rather be doing anything else. Other than possibly flying a real-life Spitfire, you know, I'd probably go for that. Like, if I ever get the opportunity to do that for a living, guys, you're all screwed. Sorry. But since that's highly unlikely to ever happen, you know, I consider myself fairly blessed that I've got to that point where I can earn money off this. So you know, take my complaints and all that sort of thing with a bit of a pinch of salt. You know, at the end of the day, because I'm really just complaining the way anyone who has a job that has annoying bits in it, well, anyone who has a job, basically, when you look at it like that, is going to do. No matter how good their job is, you know, how much fun they have doing it, and how well they're paid, you know, they're going to complain about something. It's just the nature of the human condition. I'm sure Tom Cruise, after doing a film for $50 bazillion, will probably go home at the end of the day and complain about this or that. And, you know, at the end of the day, he's got every right to, because we all complain about our jobs, no matter how much fun we have while we're doing them at the end of the day, you know? So. Right, well, this victory flight's just about over. I'm going to see if we can do a cheeky victory roll here over the airfield. Oh, here we go. Okay, that was a lot harder than it looked, folks, let me tell you. Doing my absolute best not to go plummeting into the ground then. And, you know, I'm going to try and land this puppy. Operative word here being try. You know what? I'm going to see if I can do a sharp turn as possible. Let's put on that war emergency power. Let's see how sharp this thing can actually turn. And let's try and not crash in the process, because I'm itching to see. I really am. Right, let's go to the side and pull back on that stick. Whoa, blacking out. Losing control slightly. Okay, but that was pretty sharp, we gotta admit. Whoa. Crikey. Let off a lot of speed as well, but doesn't matter, I'm gonna lower the throttle anyway, because we're gonna come in to land in a second. Another classic sloppy landing, although this one's probably not gonna end nearly as well as my ones usually do. Oh boy. Here we go, people. Time to make that approach. We're just about on target. I'm going to have to increase throttle, but not too much, because on a real aircraft, if you increase throttle like that, the torque will send you spinning into the ground. So I need to be careful here. Get those... Ah, landing flaps. Right, yeah, flaps. Those are a thing, aren't they? Along with wheels. Get that gear down. Oh, this is going to be messy, I can already tell. Here we go, people. Is this going to be a weirdly appropriate ending to the victory flight where I splat into the ground? Possibly. Possibly. Here we go. Oh, wheels were down. We've bounced. Let's throttle down to 0. Mother of God, I actually did it. Let's get those brakes on. And let's get that rudder working as well. Ooh. Well, holy crap, folks. Engine off. Turn that horrible HUD off. There we go. Victory flight over. Now, let's get those flaps up. Now we're on the ground. Before we leave, on this 2-year anniversary of sorts, there's one place I'd like to go. And apparently it's going to be to the other end of the runway. No, there's another place I would like to go. Place that's probably quite special to a lot of us, especially to me, though. And you'll understand when we see it. So we just hop out of this cockpit here, and we'll be there shortly.
Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming. What's your name?
Dave. That's right, folks.
Not even last night's storm could wake you.
Sorry, I shouldn't talk over this, really. It's too good to miss.
Sure, let us go.
On that boat. That boat. Yes, that boat.
This is where you get off. Come with me.
And that docks with that guard and that particular dark elf. Figured, you know, why not round off this anniversary video with by essentially ending it where this all kind of began, really. Of course, we were playing Morrow Oblivion at the time and not regular old Morrowind. You got any nasty words for me too, madam? Pretty sure you have.
The sooner you leave, the sooner we can move on.
Yeah, that's right. You've heard it all before. I know you have, but like we care. Oh.
This is where they want you. Head down to the dock and I'll show you to the census office.
Yep, he will. For the 100 millionth time. Yes, he will.
You finally arrived. Our records don't show from when.
Well, we all know what race Dave is. Well, these look suitably Dave-like. I am disappointed. This guy looks vaguely grumpy, I suppose. Yeah, there we go.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in. Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release.
Wow. So, yep. Seydenine Docks, Morrow Oblivion, 2 years ago, this day, precisely. Blimey. What a long way we've come. And I'm sure we'll be back here as well again, plenty of times in the future. Just, don't ask me when. Because I don't know. But, thanks again, everyone. Thanks for watching for all these 2 years. I know there's some of you around here who've been here since the beginning, because I can remember your names. But thank you very much for being so patient. And, hanging around and, you know, watching my inane ramblings while I play some of our favourite video games. And I hope it should continue for many years in the future. So, guess I better be off now. Old Secutius in here, I'll have my head on a pike. So long, chaps.
Yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.